Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Tabanson to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a hell of a show for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, I believe it was yesterday where we did a show, excuse me, where we were reacting to the news that Dalton Knecht, right, the former first round pick, was being sent to the G League, right? And we did this show, and I was saying to myself, how in the hell is Dalton Knecht going to the G League, but meanwhile Bronny James is staying on the Laker bench? Like, how was this even possible? And this is something that we discussed during that live, and a lot of people kind of weighed in on what we had to say. So to my surprise, apparently this was something that was being discussed on the Club 520 podcast with Jeff Teague in him. Now, Jeff Teague has gotten himself in some sticky situations when it comes to LeBron James, anything related to him, because he had basically went out there and said that LeBron James was on steroids and all of this stuff, and it turned into this big brouhaha where he had to retract his statements and say he was just joking, where the day before he said he wasn't joking, and he said he got a call from it just became a very weird thing, and it seems like the whole LeBron thing became a sour spot for Jeff Teague. So on their show, Jeff Teague and his other colleagues, I think one of them he's related to, I don't know if it's his brother or not, they kind of look similar, I don't know. So they were just kind of shooting the breeze. And then out of nowhere, Jeff Teague asked the question that a lot of us were sitting there asking, which was, how the hell is Dalton Knecht being sent to the G League? Meanwhile, Bronny James is still a member of the team. And I'm like, well, Jeff, you're asking a pertinent question that a lot of us have been asking as well. But before we even get into what Jeff Teague had to say, today's video is brought to you by sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds, and I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to play what Jeff Teague had to say here. I want you guys to listen to his comments, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Jeff Teague had to say there.
I have a real question. This is no hate. This is real shit. Why he in the G?
At all.
And Bronny not in the G.
Whoa, hold on now. Too much different shit. Hold on now.
What we doing?
What we doing, gang?
Hold on now.
I don't know. Use it if you. I wouldn't. Tell us about it.
Ice on T. Tell us more.
What we doing, gang?
Oh, man. You know why, bro.
And
DJ said, whoa.
he said what?
No, hold on, Mal. Come on, tell us.
Hey,
What you say, Mal?
Malcolm Wilder today.
Malcolm whispering. Say that.
Shout out Pooh Shiesty.
That's what I'm about to say. Tell us, Pooh Shiesty.
Nah, it ain't no hate. Y'all gotta hear what I'm saying though. Like, I don't care that he playing in the G League. I'm saying he was a first round pick.
Yeah.
Facts.
And now if he wanted to go to the G League because he want to get some reps, that's different.
That's different.
Like if he requested to go to the G League, we don't know. But I'm just saying, like, he a first round pick. If you don't like him, like, can y'all please move on from him?
Yeah.
Like, give that man a chance.
That's
like,
true.
They tried, though, to their defense.
They did try to move him. And obviously, Mark Williams, he got moved to a different group, a team or whatever. But saying, like, y'all put him in the G. If they requested him to go to the G and he didn't, I'm like, man, y'all should send everybody who ain't playing. Like, he was a first round pick.
They really are.
that's
That's
true.
the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
Like, not being funny.
That's true.
Like, I was a first round pick, bro. And now I'm a G leaguer.
Yeah. Somebody let me hoop, bro, but the Lakers ain't nothing right now.
Nah, and it ain't no disrespect to Bronny, but it's like I was the first round pick.
Yeah,
Like,
it's tears.
Excellent. So you heard what he had to say on this podcast. Now, this sound that we just lifted and played for you guys was actually posted on Twitter, and this video generated 1.1 million views. So it's, a lot of people watched it. And few people chimed in. Right? One person said it's called nepotism, Jeff. Another guy said because his father calls the shots. Another guy says telling the truth isn't hate. Tired of everything being classified as hate. Got this ninja scared to ask honest questions. Bigger point, Bronny screwing up. Bronny freaking sucks. Why does he have a guaranteed contract, guaranteed deal? While so many other players have to fight and claw for their spot into the fraternity. Another guy said, real rap, let's talk. And then more people chimed in and said because it's his dad, whatever. So you heard what a lot of people had to say in reaction to Jeff Teague's comments. I think most of these guys hit the nail on the head. All right, look. Bronny shouldn't be on the Lakers roster. And if you bring this up, people say you're singling him out. Well, why is he on the team? Why is it whenever Bronny has a layup or a dunk, it's all over SportsCenter? And come on, like, knock it off. Y'all just want it to be positive coverage of him, even if he goes up there and just doesn't play well. All right. Dalton Knecht, Bronny James in the G League is averaging 9 points per game on 35% shooting, 21% shooting from the three, 71% shooting from the free throw line. His numbers are pretty much identical to last year, although his scoring per game has dropped. Dalton Knecht, from what I can ascertain, has only played one game in the G League. In that one game, he scored 30 points on 58.8% shooting from the field, 60% shooting from three, 100% from the free throw line. Well, I got you five. Look. Bronny shouldn't even be on the roster. And I don't even know what it is the Lakers think they're doing in terms of the development of Dalton Knecht. We all know that they tried to trade him away for, I think, the center that played for the Charlotte Hornets. That didn't work out. Ended up being a total debacle. Obviously, he doesn't fit on the roster, but Bronny being there, it's just because his dad wants him there, right? Had it been another person, he wouldn't be on the roster. This is the fact. So Jeff Teague is asking a question that most people are afraid to ask, or most people have already come to the conclusion that they're not going to ask. People like Stephen A. Smith. Remember, Stephen A. Smith publicly came out there and admitted, I'm not going to cover Bronny. I'm not going to say a negative word about him. I'm just going to give him a pass. I'm not going to do my job. I'm going to do my job for everybody else, but I'm not going to do it for his. Forgetting the fact that all of these other NBA players, don't they all have parents? Don't they all have parents? If you say a negative thing about their kids, won't they all feel a type of way? So why are you picking and choosing? And the craziest part is Stephen A. Smith has the courage to call out great players, but not players that are bad. He used to go at Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's moms used to get at him. So if you have the courage to go at good players, why can't you go at bad players? Because I want to make an exception. I bring up the Kwame Brown thing all the time. Stephen A. Smith wouldn't dare say half the things he said about Kwame Brown about Bronny James, although they would be appropriate. Why? Because he respects power. If Kwame Brown's father was Michael Jordan, do you think Stephen A. Smith would have been saying what he said? Of course he wouldn't have. But because his father is not Michael Jordan or some other, maybe Magic Johnson or whoever, he was free game. But Bronny is off limits because his dad is LeBron. So basically, because LeBron is an elite, I'm not going to say anything about it. That's essentially what's going on here. So the whole Bronny thing, bro, nobody knows what the hell is going on, man. If you're a Laker fan and you're talking about Bronny should be on the team, you're not a serious person. You're not a serious person, and you're not a person that should be taken seriously on any level. It's just one big show. right? It's just one big show. Jeff Teague asked an important question. The question is, will any of his other colleagues within the space ask the same question? No, they won't.